Welcome to this YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to talk about the 5 most expensive houses in the world. So before starting this video, please like this video, and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. What is the most expensive house on the planet? Okay, you'll find out soon enough. Meanwhile, we can tell you that a home on this list would set you back at least $128 million. In this video, we look at a variety of houses and homes, ranging from penthouses in Monaco to palaces in England. So, without further ado, here is a list of the top 5 most expensive houses in the world. Number 5. Les Palais Bulles. Palais Bulles, Bubble Palace, is a large house designed by Hungarian architect Antti Lovage, and constructed between 1975 and 1989 in Théoule-sur-Mer, near Cannes, France. It was designed for a French industrialist and later purchased, as a vacation home by fashion designer Pierre Cardin. The 1,200 square meter mansion was designed for Pierre Bernard, a French industrialist, and features a reception hall, panoramic lounge, 500-seat open-air amphitheater, 10 bedrooms, several swimming pools, and waterfalls set between extensive landscape grounds. Pierre Cardin purchased the house after Bernard's death in 1991. Patrice Breteau, Jérôme Tisserand, Daniel Yu, François Chauvin, and Gérard Clorec are among the artists who have decorated the 10 bedrooms. In the summer of 2003, Emma Bunton, a British pop singer and former Spice Girl, shot the artwork for her 2004 album Free Me at the house. Absolutely fabulous, the movie featured it. Odile Deck, a French architect, completed a 5-year renovation in 2016. It was put up for sale in March 2017 with a €350 million asking price. Pierre mostly uses the property as a holiday home, but it also serves as a glamorous venue for events and parties, such as when Dior debuted its cruise collection at an indoor-outdoor fashion show there. Number 4, $450 million Villa Les Cèdres. The 4th position on our list goes to Villa Les Cèdres in Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferrat, France. This $450 million mansion is on its way to being worth almost $500 million. The garden was established in 1924 on the grounds of the Villa Les Cèdres, which was built in 1830 in the Sardinian style, and was once owned by King Leopold II of Belgium and was the world's most expensive home. Alexandre Marnier Lapostole, the founder of the Grand Marnier Society, bought the property in 1924. Julien, his uncle, increased the cultivation of exotic plants in 1928. The garden was used by the Marnier Lapostole family to obtain the bitter oranges known as bigarades, which were used to flavor Grand Marnier. The Société des Produits Marnier Lapostole has owned the garden since 1976, and Campari purchased it in 2016. The garden now has over 14,000 tropical plant species, with the most fragile, roughly 2/3 of the total number of species, kept in 25 heated greenhouses. It includes a palm grove, a bamboo range, and an equatorial forest grove, and is said to be one of Europe's largest collections of tropical plants. The garden is recognized as one of the world's top 10 botanical gardens, and it was named as a French National Heritage Site in 2008. Euphorbia coerulescens, Myrtillocactus geometrizans, and Azoaceae, Aloe, Araceae, Amaryllidaceae, Bromeliaceae, Euphorbiaceae, Cactaceae, Calimanthium, Crassulaceae, Liliaceae, and Palmae are among the plants in the collection. The villa was scheduled to go on the market in August 2018 for $1.1 billion. Number 3, $750 million Villa Leopolda. The world's 3rd most luxurious home is Villa Leopolda. The villa is owned by Lily Safra, the wife of Lebanese-Brazilian banker Edmond Safra. It covers approximately 50 acres, and is situated in the Alpes-Maritimes department of the Côte d'Azur region of France. There are 11 bedrooms, 14 bathrooms, a commercial greenhouse, a helipad, an outdoor kitchen, and one of the most beautiful swimming pools you'll ever see in this home. The house is famous for serving as the setting for Alfred Hitchcock's 1955 film To Catch a Thief. Villa La Leopolda was designed and constructed by an American architect, Ogden Codman Jr., on an estate once owned by King Leopold II of Belgium, between 1929 and 1931. The previous estate was a gift from Leopold to his mistress Blanche Zelia Josephine de la Croix, also known as Caroline Lacroix, and it bears his name. Blanche de la Croix was evicted after Leopold's death, and his nephew, King Albert I, became the new owner. It served as a military hospital during World War I. Thérèse Vitali, Comtesse de Beauchamp, bought the property in 1919 and had it renovated. In 1929, American architect Ogden Codman Jr. purchased the property's dozen existing buildings, including 2 peasant cottages, and began his architectural masterpiece. It was completed in 1931, but due to financial problems, and his extravagant spending, he was unable to remain there, so he rented it out to numerous well-heeled tenants. One well-known English couple wanted to lease it, but they insisted on making improvements that went against Codman's aesthetic goals and strict list of safeguards. The many constraints imposed by Codman broke down negotiations in a Paris hotel room, and Ogden responded, "I regret that the House of Codman is unable to do business with the House of Windsor." Codman's extensive designs and development gave the estate its current look, which was once a set of unrelated structures. His neo-Palladian vision, combined with his thorough understanding of historical precedent, culminated in the development of a magnificent villa with extensive gardens and landscaping. The Society for the Preservation of New England Antiquities has floor plans, letters, documents, and stereo glass plate views of the newly completed property in its collection, aka Historic New England. The estate was sold to Isaac Walton Killam, whose wife inherited the property after Codman's death in 1951. She sold it to Fiat President Gianni Agnelli, 1921 to 2003, and Morella Agnelli in the late 1950s. Number 2. Antilla $1 billion. With a market capitalization of $1 billion, Antilla is the world's second largest nation. Antilla, the world's second most expensive home, costs $1 billion and is located in Mumbai, India. The project was worked on by Perkins & Will, a Chicago-based architecture firm, and Hirsch Bender Associates, a hospitality design firm. The property was commissioned by Mukesh Ambani, the chairman and managing director of Reliance Industries Limited, a Fortune Global 500 company and India's richest man. The 27-story building, which spans 400,000 square feet, is located in Mumbai's Kumbala Hill neighborhood. It was also designed to withstand an earthquake of magnitude 8 on the Richter scale. The house has 6 floors devoted to car storage, as well as a car service station, a church, a 50-seat movie theater, and 9 elevators. There's also a fitness spa, 3 helipads, a salon, a ballroom, and yoga center, an ice cream parlor, and several cinemas. When all is said and done, Antilla is expected to need at least 600 workers to keep things running smoothly. Antilla began construction in 2006, and was designed in collaboration with U.S. architecture firms Perkins & Will and Hirsch Bender Associates, with Leighton Contractors, an Australian construction company, initially in charge of the project. B.E. Billamoria and Company Limited finished the construction. There are 27 floors in the building, each with extra high ceilings. Other buildings of similar height could have up to 60 floors. The house was also built to withstand an earthquake with a magnitude of 8. Some claim the Antilla is the world's tallest single-family house, but others argue that it isn't because it has room for 600 people. Number 1. Buckingham Palace $2.9 billion. Buckingham Palace, which cost $2.9 billion to construct, is the world's most opulent structure. Buckingham Palace is ranked first on the list, and is recognized for being the world's most luxurious home. The palace is owned by the British royal family, who also own a host of other opulent properties. It is located in Westminster, London, and has 775 suites, 78 bathrooms, 92 offices, and 19 staterooms. It has been the monarchy's official residence since 1873. The palace covers an area of around 828,000 square feet, with the garden alone occupying 40 acres. The building at the heart of today's palace, originally known as Buckingham House, was a large townhouse built for the Duke of Buckingham in 1703 on a site that had been in private ownership for at least 150 years. The Queen's House was built for Queen Charlotte by King George III in 1761, as a private residence for her. It was enlarged in the 19th century, primarily by architects John Nash and Edward Blore, who built 3 wings around a central courtyard. With the accession of Queen Victoria in 1837, Buckingham Palace became the London residence of the British monarch. It is not the world's largest palace, despite its impressive size, and claimed to be the world's most luxurious home. The palace is estimated to be worth $2.9 billion, if it were to be put up for sale, but this is highly unlikely. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.